Hi, and thank you for joining me here again. Today I'd like to talk to you about not harassing women. This is another common sense topic, but it's one that bears repeating over and over and over. To start with, I understand the urge when you see someone on the street, pass someone by, to tell them that you find them exceedingly beautiful. Don't. Don't do it. Doesn't benefit you to say it, and it doesn't benefit them, and really anyway. Just makes her nervous, and there isn't a natural response to comments like that. She knows that she's beautiful, and you aren't the first random stranger to come up to her and tell her that. She's going to keep walking. I hope that she suddenly turns invisible, or at the very least she's going to do her best to get away from you as quickly as possible. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know what you might do to her. So when you pass her on the street in your car, don't roll down to your window and shout things at her. That's something that crazy people do. She isn't going to hop in. She isn't going to give you her number. She's just going to be very freaked out, and she's going to be freaked out for a good reason. Now, according to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, link in the description, 1 in 5 women in the U.S. have been the victim of rape or attempted rape, although I suspect that number is quite a bit higher, probably closer to 1 in 4, because those types of crimes are chronically underreported. Now, you may think that what you're doing is innocent, doesn't hurt anybody, but statistically speaking, you're causing a great deal of trauma to an unsuspecting stranger, and you don't want to do that. It's just obvious, you don't want to do that. And this isn't just about catcalling on the street either. I see it everywhere. I see women getting harassed at work, on the bus, at bars, nightclubs, and especially all over the internet. Internet's kind of a cesspool for that sort of behavior. Now, just put yourself in a woman's shoes for a minute, for all you guys out there. It's Friday night. She's off work. She got all dressed up. She's going to go spend time with her friends, and she's going to have a little fun, blow off a little steam. Same kind of thing you're doing on a Friday night. And suddenly, she has to worry about things like, is somebody going to put something in my drink? Is somebody going to follow me to the bathroom? And that's why they go in groups, if you didn't know. Is someone going to not take no for an answer and follow her to her car? So now she has to improvise and come up with some sort of weapon in case she has to deal with that situation. So it's no longer a nice, fun night. It's just a great, big, stressful thing, and she doesn't have any fun at all. And you're going, well, why don't you just smile? No, she doesn't have any reason to smile. Just put yourself in her shoes. Would you be smiling if that's what you had to worry about? When you just wanted to have a little bit of fun? When you wanted to hang out with your friends? Just think about it. So my advice to you is this. Assume that she doesn't want to get hit on and just treat her kindly instead. Usually this means not saying anything to her at all. Smiling, and you continue on your way and you keep walking. Now, a smile can be charity. But don't follow that smile up with a stare. That lingering look. It's not going to benefit you. Certainly not going to benefit her. And it's not kind. Treat her kindly. Treat her with respect. Treat her the same way that you'd want to be treated. And lower your gaze. Now that piece of advice is for you and also for me. It's something that we need to be reminded of constantly. See, because men and women are ostensibly the same. We are equal, but we have different strengths and different weaknesses. And one of the weaknesses of man is that we don't lower our gaze. It's entirely true. Men have a hard time lowering our gaze. And that's not an excuse. That's just an explanation. So we need to do better at that. We constantly need to be doing better at that, and we constantly need to be reminded that we need to lower our gaze. Now, if you do decide to say something to her, hello or good morning or whatever kind thing it is to her, don't expect her to answer. don't get mad if she doesn't answer. She's not obligated to. She's allowed to live in peace and interact with whoever that she's comfortable with. It's not personal. It's part of her right, and it's part of her autonomy. There's that word again, autonomy. Now, if you made it this far and you don't think any of this applies to you, and you're just sitting pretty there, you aren't off the hook either. We can all do better. Every last one of us can do better. So even if you aren't someone who engages in harassment like that, you can say something. You should be more vocal about it. If you see someone getting harassed, do something about it. Defend her honor and her dignity. Call someone out when you see it online. Remind that jerk in the line at the coffee shop that she isn't getting paid nearly enough to put up with that crap. Make harassment uncool. Do good. So this is my advice to you. Anyway, that's all I had for right now. Please like, subscribe, and interact conscientiously in the comment section below. May peace and blessings be on you and those you love. Good night.